Level with me here, guys. Everyone has a backlog, and let's not pretend otherwise. There's that game that you swore to beat on release, but you haven't touched it for about 3 or so years now. Maybe an RPG that you picked up not too long ago, but you keep putting it off no matter how many times you tell yourself that, no really, I swear, I'm gonna beat it as soon as possible. But no matter how big or small your backlog is, sometimes you want to take a break from all of that and just relax. Maybe pick up a little gem that you consider your wind down game. Which is exactly what I did with today's subject, Strider 2014, also known in Japan as Strider Hiryu. For those unfamiliar with the games or even the main character, I'll summarize. Strider is a series of action platformers created as a collaborative venture between Capcom and Motokikaku. A group of Japanese artists who, at the same time of the original game's release, would make a manga companion piece that would delve a bit deeper into the story of Hiryu's world, and it would be Motokikaku's work on Strider 2 that would cement his iconic look from then on. Speaking of our hero, Strider Hiryu, or Hiryu for short, is a member of an elite mercenary group known as the Striders, whose highest ranking members are given code names based on animals, Hiryu himself being designated as Flying Dragon. Strider is set in the year Mayo 0048 in an alternate dystopian future Earth under the oppressive iron-fisted rule of the mysterious and all-powerful Grandmaster Mayo. Having appeared suddenly on Earth one day, Mayo waged war with his own army and took over the whole planet in only a few years' time, and now exerts complete control from his base at Kazakh City while secretly having more sinister plans for all the life on the planet. Hiryu, the youngest agent to reach Special A class in the hellish Strider Corps, is sent on a mission to eliminate Grandmaster Mayo, as he is the only one capable of carrying out such an assignment, with all previous Striders given the assignment having fallen. Now that we've gotten the pleasantries out of the way, let's get down to brass tacks. What kind of game is Strider 2014? To put it simply, Strider 2014 plays similar to the previous games in terms of Hiryu's basic combat and movement abilities, but all taking place in the open-ended map of Kazakh. And yes, you heard me right, open-ended. Because Strider 2014 is a Metroidvania game similar to the likes of Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night, Hollow Knight, and the progenitor of the subgenre itself, Castlevania, Symphony of the Night. You will traverse the map not only to reach your goal of defeating Grandmaster Mayo, but along the way you will encounter many bosses who, after dispatching them, will give Hiryu either a new weapon, an upgrade for a weapon you already own, or a new movement ability, which can help you find collectibles and extra goodies that you could previously not obtain, like health or energy upgrades. You can even find other items such as concept art for the gallery, new missions for challenge mode, or alternate costumes for Hiryu. Speaking of challenge mode, that allows you to further test your ninja abilities. Beacon Run tests your speed as a race to the goal, while survival is what it says on the tin. Survive a horde of enemies until the game says to stop. While I'm not very good at either of these, too much of a spastic for survival, they're still quite fun and worth giving a shot if you're interested in them. Speaking of your ninja abilities, I'd like to take a moment to highlight a few of Hiryu's unique traits. The Cypher Blade, his signature weapon, is a high-frequency blade that can be swung as quickly as you can mash the button. Kunais that can not only be used to deal with ranged enemies, but also solve puzzles. And the options. Fans of the Marvel vs. Capcom series should be very familiar with these handy items. Option A, Dipodal Saucer, or as it's more commonly known, and serves the same function. Option B, Tetrapodal Robo Panther, or just Panther for short, which can also be used for quick travel. And finally, Option C, Robo Eagle, which has a weird arc, but man does it burn through bosses like nobody's business. With all these tools you have at your disposal, you have a wide variety of ways to dispatch foes and explore like Alucard at a Coke binge. Now, I'm just gonna take a moment here to talk about one of my favorite aspects of this game, the bosses. These guys and girls give Hiryu a run for his money and some interesting gimmicks, making each fight feel pretty unique, all things considered. The wins start you off with a fair one-on-one duel, until later on we have to take 2-on-1, and eventually all 3 of them gang up on you. Solo is a powerful mercenary who doesn't let up and has his own arsenal of goodies to surprise and change up the fight, and etc. Not all bosses are equally as fun, and some I can't even call a challenge with a straight face, but they do give you more tools to play with, so they serve their purpose, I guess. I didn't want to show off too much of the game, so I've restricted most of the footage from early to mid-game, since I want to save some surprises for you guys should you choose to pick it up. Remember when I said early in the video that I call this game my wind down game? Well, after seeing all this footage and me explaining it, you must be asking yourself, but how does a game this fast paced constitute as a wind down game? I'm glad you asked, friend. You see, Strider 2014, despite being a Metroidvania game with tons to collect and things to do, doesn't necessarily push you into doing any of it. Much like the older arcade games, it allows you to just run through it as quickly as you can. And even without all the upgrades or abilities, you can still comfortably beat this game without much difficulty. And for me, that's what makes this game so fun and replayable. In the same kind of vein that people enjoy playing through Resident Evil games with different stipulations, I enjoy blasting through Strider with as much reckless abandon as I can get away with. I haven't played through the game 3 times before deciding to make this video. Let that speak for itself on how much I adore this game and simplistic but addictive gameplay loop of running, jumping, and slashing my way through obstacles to reach my goal. And that'll just about cover it. Hopefully with this video I was able to show you why I not only enjoy this game, but why I would recommend it to just about anyone who's even remotely interested in a fun and fast action platformer, or hell, even anyone just looking to have a good time in general. I also just want to give a special shout out to my good friend Uncle Fear for helping me fix errors in my script and overall just help me get this thing off the ground. Without your help, man, honestly, I don't know where I would have been with this thing, but I really appreciate it and thank you. So, pleasantries out of the way, this has been Silent. Take care, guys. Have a good one and be safe out there.